Okay, so the problem is find the derivative of y equals the square root of the arctangent of x. Um, First thing we're going to do, because the arctangent of x is underneath the square root, we have to use the chain rule because it's a function and a function. Um, so we're going to let u equal the arctangent of x, and the derivative of the arctangent of x by the inverse trig functions is actually 1 over 1 plus x squared. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and take the derivative by substituting u in to the function. So y prime is equal to d du of the square root of u, which is actually d du of u to the 1/2, if we write it like that. Now we can take the derivative of this, which would be use the power rule, drop the half down and multiply it by u, subtract 1 from the exponent, so it would be 1/2 minus 1, and then multiply by the derivative of u, which would be du, and that's y prime equals that. Just simplify that a little to, if we do the subtraction, it's actually 1/2 of u to the negative 1/2 du. You can simplify it even more actually, and u to the negative 1/2 can be rewritten as 1 over 2 square root of u times du, so du over 2 square root u is what y prime equals. Now that we have that and we took the derivative, we can substitute this back in as u, so y prime equals du is 1 over 1 plus x squared, and we're dividing by 2 times the square root. We're going to put the arctan of x back in for u. Which is kind of sloppy. We can rewrite that if we multiply, because 1 over 1 plus x squared is divided by 2 times the square root of the arctangent over 1. You can multiply by the reciprocal of that, so it's going to be actually 1 over 2 square root arctan of x. Now that we have that, this one's going to cancel out, and this is going to be like that, times the arctan of x, which you can simplify a little more, so that we'll put the 2 over here in front of this, and then multiply by the square root of the arctan. And then we could actually factor that into there, so that if you factor the 2 in, it's going to be 2x squared plus 2 times the arctan of x, well, square root of arctan of x, and that's the final answer. It doesn't get much simpler than that.